Good morning, you young, beautiful people. It is a beautiful Sunday, cloudy day here in Los Angeles, but that won't stop your boy ST Knight to demonstrating you the combo tutorial for the Ryzeal Teller Knights. As I'm recording this video, I'm getting feeds from the new Dark Magician girl that just came out for in OCG, and you bet it's gonna get censored like crazy over here, guys. But yeah. Now that we moved on from that topic, I want to discuss with you guys, and I know you're wondering to why I am doing it this way, and I'm not showcasing it in the actual TCG form. Truth of the matter is, guys, I got rid of the core. Yeah, I know it's shocking, but to me, it wasn't really. I wasn't really vibing with it. And like I said, when I was building these decks and trying out new things with tellers, which I'm always open to doing, I always said that there's something that was off with the Ryzeal build, and that's came to realization when I realized that I was playing, even though like they're two separate, like they're two of the same ranks and they can get into each other's ranks, it does feel like you're playing two separate decks with two separate goals. They don't really work together, and people that inexperienced Teller Knight players, which there's a lot of inexperienced Teller Knight players, will tell you that Teller Knights are a rank 4 deck, and that's simply not true. When you make cards like Teller Knights and Lirin breaky cards in hand, or like very situational to play in, you want to make sure you're going to resolve the ice first, or you got to be playing extra careful. It kind of makes it seem like the Teller Knights are really terrible in the deck, and to be honest, in this deck, like, they're purely an engine, and I had that realization when I was cutting this to 1, I was cutting Lirin to 1, and I'm like, man, what am I playing here? But again, this deck is pretty solid. It gets to the board that you want to get to. I'll demonstrate some combos, and what a best way to do it than on an online format. I will be presenting a different deck profile coming up next week or so. That one will be like the better Teller Knight version. I believe you guys will really like it. It's much more free. It's much more versatile than this variant that you guys are seeing. Anyway, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Let's get into some test hands. Hopefully, I can demonstrate everything. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the deck profile of this, go to my previous video. It's not that easy to find. Go on my channel. And then don't forget to join my Teller Knight Discord. I know there's a different one, but don't forget to join mine. Where all kind of builds are welcome. But if you guys want like a YCS ready build, that's where everything has been built. Okay, so if you guys want to compete this, take this to the YCS and not just theory craft and have fun with it, you guys can join the Teller Knight Sanctuary Discord over there. But if you guys really want like something competitive, something that you can take to a YCS and have hopes of like competing it to the max with your favorite deck, which being the Teller Knights, this is where you are at. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into some testing. Let's hope the shuffling is really good here. Okay, so right off the bat, you are hit with the decision. And this is what I mean. Obviously, right? You go bonfire, you add the ice, and this is where your combo starts. But a lot of people say, oh, well, Teller Knight, if you get ashed here, at least you have the tellers. Not the point. What if you don't get ashed? Now you have this predicament in your hand. What do you start with? Are you going to start with normal summoning ice and then just special this off and then just ruin your whole combo lines? So we are gonna normal summon ice, because that does become your default #1 summon. You're getting a 1-card combo, which Teller Knights do not have, frankly. And that's okay, because some decks don't have 1-card combos and still perform well. But this is a 1-card combo deck. You're gonna add X. It's gonna get you into your combos. So you're gonna, instead of making why am I losing my voice here? Instead of making the detonator or whatever, you're gonna take a different route. You're gonna detach, banish, you're gonna add to your hand the spell. From here you do go the armored packageway. I want to see if we can full on build a board. That's another thing. If you're running this build, you're not always gonna have like your teller board and then you go into like the Ryzeal full on board. But maybe because we have the spell in hand, let's see if that's the difference maker. Another thing I noticed is that with Teller Knights, and I've discussed this many times with other Teller Knight players, And I want you guys to share with me in the comments down below. What is the best Teller Knight boss monster that you can end on? To me, there isn't one. It's not Diamond. Diamond is good against Malice, but Malice now is running a small Sky Striker package, which kind of negates Diamond altogether. But anyway, so now that you're using this armored engine, your X Ryzeal's effect is basically dead. The only rank 4 Teller Knight that you want to stick with is Ptolemaeus. But if you want to do that, I mean, I guess you can run that, feel comfortable with it. I don't feel comfortable with Ptolemaeus at all. Let's continue our combo. You're going to bring back... By the way, having this in hand is pretty bad. I mean, it's not the worst, but... I mean, there are some niche lines here that when you play, you realize that, wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know I could do that. This one we're reborn the XC monster, so that includes Deltros. So you can extend with Deltros. So you're gonna go SP here. I think you want to get rid of this. Bring out this thing for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and activate. What do I bring? See, having this in hand kind of sucks. See, now you can't even go into Paradise. Whereas if you went the regular Teller Knight route, you could have. I mean, now you can. I mean, luckily we have this card in hand, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring back Deltaros. Yes, let's equip something from a deck to him. But now his effect is live again, which is pretty nice. At first I didn't realize that, but... Now we're thinning. Now we can make our Paradise, but that's where the combo line stops. Should I do it? You see, you're playing really ugly. You were supposed to save that for her, but now you're like, if you really want to reach into the bag. See, now you're gonna bring her out, and now you can special him out by sending Aggregator. So we kind of maneuvered our way into playing it, basically. Now you're gonna Paradise, you're gonna skip your opponent's turn, essentially. Okay, unless it bounces in your face like it just did. 5/5, yeah. Wait, can we still go? I locked myself out. Well, that's beautiful replay, guys. This is the risk of playing Paradise. 90% of the time, this thing resolves in your favor. The one time that it doesn't, you're kind of cooked. Yeah, I mean, that's just so happens to be it. But anyway, so this is the board. We could have extended, but because we ended up on Paradise locking us out, we can't. Let's go ahead and shuffle this and see what we can get. Oh my god, this hand is horrendous. I think you go X here. Now I'm just showing you guys a Ryzeal play, basically. Chain block. Because there's no point of going Teller Knight here, because you're just leaving him on board. That's another thing. He feels like a brick. You can get Ice. And you can get... I guess Frost is the play. Special... send input maybe. You're gonna make Detonator and pass. So this is like the typical Ryzeal board here. You're gonna this thing came out from my deck right now, actually. I would suggest siding this out. But yeah, so this is typical Ryzeal board, and then you got like 3 pops and negate, and then another negate, which is pretty imposing spell on its own. But you're playing Ryzeal. No sign of tellers, and I think at that point you don't even need tellers. But this hand is interesting. This is actually a really good hand, I think. Again, you can lead with the Teller Knight here and go full combo, or you can, start special summoning. We'll just go here. We're gonna summon this guy. Mind you, this is like opening crack, not opening any hand traps, which is not always a good thing. I kind of want to see hand traps, right? So what some of the Yugi tubers do is they take out replays, if you haven't noticed, to demonstrate like the most optimal plays. Not me. I'll keep all the failed ones. I'll keep all the good ones, just so you guys have a real understanding of how like the strengths and weaknesses of the decks are. Like Paradise is not going to resolve 100% of the time. That's why the card has a limitation, because it's a busted card. But when it does resolve, you're winning against every deck outside of like what, Runic and maybe Lab. But we got that covered too, because we have pops during your opponent's turn. I got stop reminder. Alright, let's go into our SP play. Out. Collect out. This is great. This is why I feel like we don't need Ryzeal, because we're doing all this. We can do all this with Color Knight only. You want to bring this out. Now you bring down her. Alright. Now, we go into our Paradise play, and it will resolve this time because the 92% success rate. So I'm glad the 8% was caught on by TV. Modify the result. Now your opponent's locked out of attacking and activating monster effects. So Tenpai, I was having huge success against Tenpai. So this is your Teller Knight board here. It might not look imposing, but what it does is it ensures your opponent can't activate monster effects or attack. And when they set or attempt to activate a spell card, you use SP effect, banish this, another monster. You're gonna send this. Deltaros effect will trigger, bringing out Altair. Altair will bring out Deltaros back, and then Altair will trigger. Your full armor XC will be set to help you XC into anything you need. But now on top of that, we get to play with the Ryzeal cards, which we didn't get before. Like I said, we opened up a little bit better this time than we did last. Unfortunately, X effect is not live. But that's okay. Go 3. And beauty is you can detach any material. So you detach material from this and this, which you don't need anymore. Again, this is you opening really nasty. That way you retain Dual Drive's effect. Another attack boost, why not? Here's the fun part. Oh wait, we're full body. Can't do it. I was gonna say use another get this here. You get to set this and we're gonna pass. I mean, this board is pretty nasty. But again, it's overkill, right? I mean, he solos the lab deck. It's good when it works, but to me, like, I like what I was able to build with Color Knights, and I feel like this is more of like a cherry on top, you know? And you're not always going to open this, and trust me, you're going to want to open hand traps because you will get interrupted, and you want to make sure you want to interrupt your opponent. Sometimes you don't even need to go this far. But yeah, guys, so that's the combo tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to leave a like, guys. Leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for showing so much support for this channel beginning of this year. I really appreciate it. Our first public video that went up received over 1,000 views. I want to build off on that. So send this to your mom, to your grandma. Tell her to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! As well as to all the Pokemon scalpers. You guys need to get a life, man. Come to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Pokemon players need to come to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh and just enjoy the game, man. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. And have a good rest of your day. Color Night is out.